What's going on, guys? I feel very rude wearing a hat indoors, but it's cold. It's cold here in the office. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to wear my hat. Okay, so I know I've done like a little bit of training on goal setting on my stories over on Instagram. So if you are on Instagram, go check it out over there. That's where my stories are about goal setting, how to do it, and gives you sort of step-by-step guides on how to do it. And I just thought I would share a little bit of my story, my goals kind of thing with you guys. I'm going to be a bit vulnerable. I'm going to share my goals. I'm going to tell you exactly how I'm going to get there as well. And then you can take from this what you want. So if there's something that resonates with you, take it, use it, run with it, keep me up to date on how it goes. But these goals are set, guys. Like literally the other day, I think it was like Saturday maybe, Cam and I went for lunch, lunch and then a cup of tea. And we just sat there for 3 hours or something, reflected on last year, realized what we wanted this year, set goals, and broke it down. So literally like all of this is my here we go. Here, all of this is my, what would you call it? My prep work for 2023 goals. So it's not just like, just chuck it down. Just chuck some goals down. That's probably why you fail every single year, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. So let me find some goals. Let me talk about this year. Let me talk about 2021. So 2021, I was very sick with long COVID. I couldn't cross the road without getting out of breath. So obviously, like my training took a massive, massive hit. I couldn't do cardio, obviously. I couldn't, not that I do anyway, but I couldn't do, there's like a lot of stuff I couldn't do. Even just like getting steps in was like a real effort. I was walking so slow because my cardio system would just went to shit. But I trained, I made sure that my lifestyle was good. Like I trained properly. I made sure my lifestyle was good, get my steps in, get my protein in, get my daylight, my bedtime routine, stress management, all this kind of stuff. And it was when I got sick. So it was 2020, the end of 2020, I got sick. I got better, kind of almost 100% in September or October 2021. So in the April of 2021, I was like, do you know what? I need to change my life. Like my life is not worth this. Like there is more to life than just feeling crappy all the time, forcing my ass to work, like training all day, like not enjoying my food and all, everything like that. So I was like, this is it. I'm going to change my life. And I did this kind of thing, basically on 2020 and into 2021. So 2022 kind of goals. So last year, after I had my vision board and everything ready, I can't show you because I'm on like all my electronics, but I've got a vision board. I've got it as my screensaver on my laptop, my screensaver on my phone. It is literally everywhere. So last year I decided this is it. I'm going to take the action that I need to take. I rented out my house. I packed my bag. I sold my stuff, gave stuff to charity, said my goodbyes, got a suitcase and left my job. And I just left. Hey, Kirsty, how's it going? I just left the UK with Cam, who is my partner. We grew the business. We traveled to 9 places in 8 months. So I would say countries, but New York and Florida technically are still one country. But we spent 8 months traveling, April through to December. Obviously now it's January and we are going again in 2 weeks. We'll be leaving the UK again when we book it. But the plan is 2 weeks and we'll be going again. But so 2021, I was in like really, really good shape. I did 2 photo shoots and I was really good. I wasn't very strong. Like my strength took a massive hit. Obviously I wasn't as flexible when it comes to food and stuff. I was still eating pizza and donuts every weekend. But then when I started traveling, obviously I wanted to try the different cuisines. I wanted to get in on the different cultures. And it was really about me being free. And I just made a reel about this. I just wrote in the caption. So it's all about freedom in 2022. Now, I said to Cam, 2023, I want to be 2021 and 2022 together. So obviously, like without my job, I still want to be traveling, but I want to really start to prioritize my physical health as well. So last year it was all about building strength, all about being flexible. I wasn't really too crazy about, how I looked. I wasn't particularly picky about it. So this year is definitely going to be the year of the physique and the travel. The business is just blowing up. TikTok is just like kicked off today. So hey, you're from TikTok. I put up a reel yesterday, I think it was, and today, overnight and tonight, it's just like loads and loads and loads and loads, and loads of people got it. So I've got a ton of new followers. So hello, welcome. So anyway, back to my goal setting for next year. So I want it to be 2021 and 2022 combined for this year, 2023. So literally what I did was I reflected on my biggest achievements from 2022, traveling, renting at the house, learning, taking risks, that kind of stuff. What did I learn about it? Blah, 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 blah. And then I flipped through and here are my goals. So my goals, I've got like business goals. I've got quite a few business goals. And then I've got health and fitness. So within health and fitness, guys, this is probably what you're on here for. This is probably why you follow me. So I'm just going to go through this. I'm going to tell you how I'm going to do it. And then, like I say, take notes, take tips, take actions, whatever you want to do, and just leave, or you just don't feel like you can't be bothered to do. Or if it doesn't align with you, don't do it. But I'm going to tell you exactly how I'm going to get to photo shoot condition again by July. So we've got 6 months. Okay, 6 months I'm going to do this. So I'm going to aim to drop around 20 pounds by July. I'm going to drop to about 18% body fat now. I can't tell you. I think I'm like 22% at the minute. I'm on my phone, so I don't know off the top of my head. So that is the photo shoot aim. But before that, so this is where people get confused. So you have like a photo shoot physique, weight, body fat percentage, whatever, and then you have like your walk around weight, body fat percentage, and all this kind of stuff. There is a difference between if you compete on stage, like there's going to be a difference between how you look on stage and how you just walk around day to day. So you have to be aware that even though I want to be 132 at the photo shoot, I'm probably actually going to be walking around normally at 135 to 137. So I'll probably drop 4 to 5 pounds, 5 pounds ish the week, or maybe 2 weeks up to the shoot. Okay, so that's when we do things like carb manipulation. We drop carbs, water loading, water manipulation. So don't worry too much about that. So what am I going to do to get there? First thing I'm going to do is eat healthy. Okay. Yes, I'm still definitely 1,000,000% still going to have pizza. I'm still 1,000,000% still going to have chocolate. Still 1,000,000% still going to have donuts. But I'm going to push my diet a little bit more into the quote unquote healthy, nutritionally healthy region. I'm going to get good quality sleep and a bedtime routine and a wake up routine, because literally going from country to country to country, it does ruin your sleep pattern, especially when you're going from Europe over to America, where the time difference is, 6 or 7 hours. That plays a massive shift in your circadian rhythm, which is your body clock, and then your ability to lose weight. Really gets fucked, basically, guys. I'm not going to lie. It does ruin it. So I'm going to make sure that I've got good quality sleep, a bedtime and a wake up time, just like a baby. Like you guys want, if you're a parent, you want your kids to go to sleep at a certain time and wake up at a certain time, so that when they go to school, they can function properly. And I'm just going to turn this off, decline. We should be doing this for ourselves as well. So we really want to be making sure that we have a bedtime and a wake up time. And you should be sleeping between 7 to 9 hours. Now, as a woman, you actually need more sleep than men. So you can go tell your partner that they need to cook breakfast because you need the lay-in. That's what I do anyway. So evening routine as well. So just things like making sure I'm off my phone by 1 hour before I go to sleep. So if I'm going to bed at 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, my phone's going to go off. It does normally go into like bedtime mode where I don't get notifications and stuff, but I do have a tendency to work right up until I literally fall asleep. So just because I want my clients to win, basically. So I'm always there for them. But I do need to prioritize myself. Just like if you're a parent, you need to prioritize yourself so that you could be the best mum for your kid. So I'm going to create a meal list every single week. This is going to cut down on the food waste that we have. It's going to make sure that our macros are in check, and it's going to keep our budget nice and tight as well. I'm going to train 5 times a week, 5 to 6 times a week, and I'm going to add in some cardio before the shoot, which is normal. Up until then, I'm just going to be making sure I'm getting my steps in. I might add in some cardio here and there, but I've been sick for the last almost 2 weeks, so I'm definitely not going to be throwing in any HIIT cardio right away. So I'm going to make sure my stress is low. I'm going to drink 2.5 at least liters of water a day. 2.5 at least a day, guys. Like, I've got some new clients, the girls that are doing the 6-week challenge, and some of them say they drink 500 milliliters of water a day. That is not enough. You pee that out every day. You breathe that out every day. I'm going to hit my protein. I'm going to get a coach or do a challenge. So I've actually signed up for 2 challenges this January. So that's a good kick up the arse for me. Things like focus on aesthetics. I'm training. I'm going to build my arms out. I'm going to build my shoulders. I'm going to train 5 times a week plus, sometimes 6. I'm going to eat better, blah, 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 blah. Have a structure and routine. And that's basically my two body goals that I'm going to share with, well, they're the only 2 body goals. Then what I did is, what did I do next? How will I know when I'm halfway there? So if the photo shoot is in July, halfway is going to be April. So where do I need to be in April? Let me just check here. It needs to be in, where's my goals here? Oh yeah, I need to be like more organized basically with my stuff, ironically. I need to be more organized with my stuff. Things like focusing on aesthetics. I'm going to be probably at 143 pounds by the end of March, beginning of April, 20% body fat. My cardiovascular system and health would have increased. My solid bedtime routine and body clock would be all good. And then I've got like measurements. So like my shoulders would be like 42 inches, for example. Glutes would be to 39 inches. Waist would be 27 inches. So I've got specific numbers so I can see if I'm working in the right direction. Of course, there's likelihood that I'm not going to hit those precise numbers, but at least I've got a direction to go in. Some people say they don't like setting goals. They just see how it goes. But the problem is, it's like getting in a car and be like, yeah, I'm just driving and see where I end up. Maybe I'll get to my destination, but I don't really have a destination. So you're just wasting time and petrol or gas, wherever you're from, going round and round and round, ending up somewhere, and it might be a good place. It might be back at the beginning. So you have to set goals and you have to be reflecting and reviewing them often. The next thing is, how will I know that I'm quarter of the way there? So for this goal, for example, I will be at 147 pounds, 20.7 body fat percent. I'll be doing cardio 3 times a week and steps. And I'll have a solid bedtime routine 5 times a week by the beginning of February, which is a month away. So this goal is like getting real already, and we've only just hit January. And then 1 month goals to get to my goal. So even though you might have this like massive year goal, like mine's 6 months, but you might have like an annual goal of by January 2024, I want to be this, that, this, or by December 31st, wherever. You have to have these mini goals in between. So you've got your 6-month goal, or you're halfway, your quarter of the way, and then what should I be aiming for every month, kind of thing. So for me, by the end of this month, I should be 150 pounds, because I'm like 153, 154 at the minute, and I should be about 21% body fat. I should be doing cardio or steps and steps every day. My workouts I should be hitting a minimum of 5 times a week, and maybe I should find a coach. Maybe I'll get another coach by then. And then if that's the goals that I have for the end of this month, which is obviously like 28 days now, the next problem or the next thing to do is to break that down to what do I need to do every single week. Okay, so if I need to get to 150 pounds, I'm 154, for example, now, that's a 4 pound loss this month. Notice, guys, I have not said it's £2 a week. I need to do or die and I need to lose a stone by the end of the month. I've said 4 pounds in a month. That's an average of £1 a week. It's not massive, okay? But even doing that, I know that I will get into photo shoot condition by July. And you guys are probably going on summer holidays and even if you're not going away, like summer is the time that you guys want to be looking really good. Take this advice. Like if you've got, what is it, £20 or whatever it was to lose, then go like £1 a week, something like that. It doesn't even have to be that much. Like it doesn't have to be consistent. Some weeks you might lose £2. The next week you might lose one. You might gain £1. Like it's okay to be like this. You just have to have the plan here and weekly reviews or monthly reviews to get to the end of the plan, to get to your destination. So by the end of the month, £4 loss and 2% body fat, whatever it is. How am I going to do that? This week, I need to get to £153 or less. So it's £1. I need to lose like £1 this week. I need to get to 21.7% body fat. I don't know where I'm at the minute because I'm on my phone, which is where all my data is. I need to wake up 5 times a week minimum. Today is day 1 and I've ticked my workout off. And I need to drink my water, which is here. So I'm practicing what I preach. Literally, here it is. My steps. I normally practice what I preach, but my watch is actually on charge. So I haven't got my steps for today. Water, meal plan, and prep. So Cam and I are finishing at the office early today. We usually work till, this is the thing, we normally work until like 10 or something like that. But tonight is our start of our next steps kind of thing. So we are actually finishing very soon after this live, actually. Dedicated my last 15-20 minutes to this live. Then we're going to go shopping. We've got some plans of what we're going to eat. I'm going to go home. We're going to meal prep. We're going to DM some people. So especially if you've been on TikTok and you are messaging me, I am going to get back to you while I'm cooking, basically. We may, if the lighting's good, we might film some reels of what we're going to be eating to show you. But I'm going to like document all this on my stories, on my Instagram stories anyway. So it'll probably transfer over to my Facebook, but Instagram's the place to be if you want to see my stories. And then once you've got your weekly goals, what do you think is next? Daily. So what do I need to be doing daily in order to get me there? It's going to be the same, guys. It's going to be hit my protein. Maybe you pick 2 or 3 things. So it could be I'm going to hit my protein. I'm going to get my steps, and I'm going to make sure my bedtime routine is solid. Once you've got those 3 things in place and they are routine and habit, add something else in. Like, okay, now I'm going to start doing my workouts. There's no point in saying I'm going to be in a calorie deficit. I'm going to wake up 5 times a week. I'm going to do some HIIT. I'm going to drink my water. I'm going to get my steps. I'm going to make sure that I'm de-stressed. I'm also going to make sure that this. Doing all those things is not going to get you anywhere. Plus, don't forget, guys, this is one of my goals. Like, this is just the body or the health kind of goal. I also have a relationship goal with friends and family. I also have a relationship goal with Cam. I also have a relationship goal with myself. Spiritual goal, just making sure that I'm on track there and like when I manifest and stuff. I also have business goals, of course, to make sure that my clients are getting the best results, that I'm growing the business as I want it to be. And also I do have a second business that I am setting up on the side behind. It's nothing to do with weight loss though. So, you're not missing out anything yet. So I've got all these other goals. So imagine if I set myself 10 goals per day for each goal. I'd have to do like 50 things a day and I would never get anywhere. Then I'd get annoyed because I've set myself too much and I can't get there. Then I'll fail. Then I'll give up. I feel like a failure. I'll start swearing at myself or something. And then next time I try to create a goal, I'd be like, well, what's the point? I never get there anyway. Kirsty has commented on Facebook. Such good advice. I can never stick to my goals. And this is probably why. You probably set them too high and go too hard too quickly. So break them up into small goals. There's no time limit, like unless you're doing a photo shoot like I am. There's no time limit to hit a certain weight. And even if you did have a photo shoot booked, that could be a snapshot in time of your journey. Do another photo shoot in another 6 months and see how much you progress. Like try and have something where you can be like, right, that is a solid goal. It's all well and good saying, I just want to lose weight. But that's not going to get you out of bed when it's dark and you can't bother to go to the gym. You need a goal that is going to, like, imagine in 7 months' time now, guys, if you were like, oh my God, I'm doing a photo shoot. I'm being like a little underwear. I'm going to be in my shorts and my sports bra or something, and you get there and you look really good. You're like, fucking yes, like I love it. Now imagine if you didn't do the work. You're like, oh, I can't bother to go to the gym today. I'm just gonna have a Burger King or McDonald's today because I can't bother to have some chicken again. Imagine now in 6 months' time you go into the photo shoot. You're not going. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you are not going. You paid that money and you are not getting in front of that camera no matter what. So set goals that are solid deadlines, and there's almost like a consequence. So the consequence for me not hitting these goals is I will look shit in my photo shoot, and then that will reflect badly on the business. So and also I want to be able to motivate you guys as well and show you that it is and what is achievable. So that is mostly how I set my goals. Then I've got things like monthly reviews, making sure I'm reviewing monthly, weekly reviews, making sure I'm reviewing weekly, and who can help me. So like I've mentioned a couple of times, a coach. I've got coaches across like lots of different areas of my life. I currently do not have a fitness coach myself. I normally do for photo shoots. So I will be getting one closest at the time, maybe next month or something. That's in my next month's goal. And then who else can help me? So like Cam, making sure that I've communicated with him what I want, what I need from him, how he can help me. And then, yeah, like what else I need? Like, obviously I'm going to need scales. I'm going to need the gym. I'm going to need time. I'm going to need chicken, lots of meat, my protein. So, and time to self as well. So you need to try and put this all into like a little bit of a time blocking. So you have your calendar. You're like, this time here is where I don't touch my phone and I just do self-care. This time here is when I'm only doing the gym, like you turn off your phone for everything else. This time here is when I'm working. This time here is when I'm doing X, Y, and Z. So Happy New Year, Rebecca. Happy New Year. You need to make sure that you are time blocking as well, because the worst thing is people say I haven't got time, and then you guys, I'm not being funny, I love you, but you've just spent the last 20 minutes watching me. So you do have time to be getting your goals. If you are walking on a treadmill whilst you're watching this, absolutely spot on. Or maybe if you're cooking at the same time, like try and bunch things together and stack habits and stack things that you're doing together so that you're not wasting time and you're being as efficient as possible. I'm at the top of the efficiency. Like, I just love it. If I can shower and brush my teeth at the same time, I will. If I can go live on 2 or 3 or 4 platforms at the same time, like here I'm on TikTok, YouTube, and 2 Facebook pages, then I will. So this is going to save me that from doing 25-minute live 4 times. So do what you can together. Anything that's a distraction in your life, people that don't want you to survive. Oh, that's grim. People that don't want you to succeed, give them the boot. Doesn't matter if it's family. I'm sorry if my mum's watching, but if someone doesn't want you to survive and they are sabotaging you, they're not good for you, making you unhappy, get rid of them. If you've got a distraction where you have a something that's not serving you, so like every time, this is a vulnerable share. Every time I have a cup of tea, I have to have a bar of chocolate. And like, that's not serving me in the long run to get to this goal. So I have to cut down there. If you are every night like addicted to scrolling TikTok, I've definitely been here as well, then that's not good for you either. That's not going to get you there. So the things that you think that you haven't got time for, you do have the time, you're just replacing it with something else. Okay. So do what you can with the time that you've got available. Be very, very strict with what time you've got, what time you do things. Take a week, guys, or take 3 days and almost minute by minute write down what you're doing. Like, I've just spent the last half hour watching Faye on TikTok. But it was excellent, so I'm going to do it again. So, make sure that you document almost every minute of your time and see what you can get rid of in order to get to your goals. If you don't have any goals, this is a pointless video for you to watch, and I'm sorry you wasted your time, but this is about my photo shoot goals, my body goals, my body composition goals, and how to get there. So I hope you guys have got something from it. I hope you feel amped up. I hope you feel ready to commit to some goals. If you want to have the breakdown it's a very rough breakdown of how, or a very simple breakdown of how to get your outcomes. Kirsty, I'm looking at you. Go over to my Instagram. It might be on my Facebook story as well, actually, but it's on my stories. So if you're on TikTok, head over to my Instagram. The link is on my profile. So on the top there, click that, go over, have a little look, add me as a friend. If you're on Facebook, add me as a friend on Facebook, because I've got a lot of followers on Facebook. And when you vote in my poll, I'm like, hey, who wants a free copy of this? And people are like, yes. But if you're not my friend, I can't see who votes, so then I can't send it to you. So make sure you add me as a friend on Facebook. If you're on TikTok, head over to Instagram, then go over to Facebook if you want to add me as a friend. That's absolutely fine. But the breakdown of how to set your goals is there. So do have a little look through. Drop me a message or reply to the story to let me know that you've seen it. I really love to be able to help you guys, and if you took value. And if there's anything else I can do for you, of course, drop me a message and I'll speak to you through Messenger. But for the rest of the night, have a good one, guys. I hope you've taken some value from this, and Happy New Year.